What's good, superstars? Back with another VV video. You got Superstar Joe. You got Superstar Hatless Rob in the building. He's been busy all day. Forgot his hat, but there it is. How's it going, Rob?
Pretty good.
It's baseball playoffs. I'm hitting with baseball, Batman. But the Blue Jays are out. We blew it. Over. Out. Terrible loss for us a couple days ago. Or was it yesterday? Can't remember.
It was Saturday, no? Saturday.
Yeah,
yesterday.
So not a good look for us, but we move on and we continue. And if you haven't already, please don't forget, become a superstar. Hit the subscribe button down below. We were this close to going live today, but we decided not to. So we're offline. But when we do go live, if you have that bell notification, you will know whenever we do. Also, join the Superstar VIP. Get a badge next to your name. Get access to our drop spreadsheet, our sweeping the floor spreadsheet. We got first dibs on merch. We got naming stars in the universe after you. We'll advertise for you. It's a crazy good program, and it's $2.99 a month. It doesn't get any cheaper than that. Cheaper than Starbucks, that's for sure. Shout out to all of you guys who have been supporting us and continue to support us. I mean, it's incredible. Through this bear market, you guys continue to support us every month in and out. So it's very helpful for us to keep it going. And it's really a testament to the strength of the VV fam. We also got one new one, Rick Bamrick. You got your own page right now. So if anyone else wants to join Rick Bamrick on his page, otherwise he's going to get his own page for the time being, at least for 1 month. So that's the Superstar VIP. If you want to follow us on any of our socials, they are right there. There's some underscores sprinkled in on Twitter and Instagram. On Twitter, you will find our VV profile if you want to follow us there. Might be some changes happening. Whoop, there's an example of a advertisement we previously did. Description gives us Discord link. We have a great family on Discord, and also gives you the PO box if you want to send us crazy things and join the Hall of Fame with OG Growler and keep Stack on. I know there's a couple things in transit right now. We're gonna go check this week, and maybe we'll have some more Hall of Famers joining us.
Yeah, it'd be cool to have some more Hall of Famers. I think we need a Hall of Famer slide.
I think it's coming. I think once we get 5 or 6, it's gonna have to come.
It's limited.
Yeah, so let us get to the VV Twitter. I haven't really gone through this yet, but I am seeing something new here.
Yeah, they just sent this out.
Yeah, Star Wars Tales #1 anthology drops.
Yeah, I mean, yesterday we had a comic book drop that we called out to the comic book consultants, and Ian Barnes, superstar Ian Barnes, called. We called. He answered. He gave us an idea about the comic, The New Mutants. By the way, it's ranked. It's a tier D. Yeah, Ian Barnes said it's nothing special. He said he actually had duplicates of it. He just didn't even bother. He didn't even bother grading it because they're so common. But if you're out there, I know Superstar Ian Barnes. He answered our call yesterday. If you do it again, let us know below about this comic book because VV Rank hasn't gotten to it yet.
This is a different one. This is a Star Wars one.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
We need some info on it. So let us know below.
We're getting some comic books back to back. It looks like it's going Thursday, then or Tuesday, then Wednesday, back to back. I don't know anything about this character, Sand. I don't know if you do. You're a little bit bigger Star Wars.
Let us know below about everything you can about that comic.
Yeah.
This is the one here.
Yeah, this is the other one that Rob was talking about, the New Mutants #1. Now, Rob, I know you're a #1 comic book fan.
I am, but I stopped buying them.
So secondary market, what are we thinking? Could this go for 1 gem? I mean,
it's a tier D. I mean, it should go under 1 gem. Has it happened yet? So this one here is a 20,000. This is a 20,000 drop. I think we're within range to go under. Common should be going under $1.
I think the #1 status might save it a little bit just because it's the first of a series. I think like people like you actually do like it, but 20,000 is a lot for this current.
It's a tier D. It's a tier D. It has the day finally come.
And I don't really like the cover. Like I don't really care for this cover, any of them. To be honest with you.
Yeah. No, I don't care about the cover either. I mean, I'm not really a cover collector. Like I've never been too picky about the covers, but
here and there, I like to buy some that I like. Like I bought some Scotty Youngs.
Yeah,
I like those. But like, have you seen this? This was Metaverse's Life's latest one.
No, I haven't.
I'm not going to put the sound on here,
That's
but
he's
got the TIE Fighter at Comic-Con flying around, and he's got the crowd like moving their heads to it. So I guess he just told them, "Look where I'm looking," and they all duck and they're all looking. So like, I like that he utilizes the VV fam in that one, and that's a unique one. And VV even recognized them, said this is incredible, and they are correct. Let's give that their 400.
I love those TIE Fighters. They're such a cool collectible. They were expensive, 80 gems listed. Remember that? I went for one, I went for one just for a chance at a little minute. But those TIE Fighters, like it's like in the shows, like they're so respected. You know, they're so feared. And that's why I love the collectible seeing an AR there.
Yep, especially if people come to the app like they're hoping for, it should be a lower mint run than they probably would have done if this came out a little earlier in the year. Veve will be going offline for approximately 3 hours. That's probably going to be, that's 10:30 Pacific, so we'll be sleeping, but
Yeah.
that should be okay.
Oh,
and then we got this new comic, Star Wars. I don't know anything about it. It's a tale set between Star Wars episodes 3 and 4. So between the first series and the second series.
okay.
This is something that happens. I don't know. You guys will let us know in the comments. You guys are great at that. Let's go to our Twitter, where we like to retweet stuff from the community. We follow all the people in the community. If we're not following you, let us know. Omi the Clown put this out, and I thought it was cool. He's teaching you how to set your price alerts. So if you want ecomi Wiki to send you a notification saying, look, your item you were watching, it's finally at this price. It's fantastic. It's live. You can right-click on the graph and create a price alert and click to remove it. Once triggered, it will notify you on the top right bell icon. Phase 2 is finish integrating push notifications. So it doesn't have the push notifications yet, but if you go into ecomi Wiki and you look at the top right, it'll give you the bell. Just checked, and 20,000 plus are subscribed. So that's fantastic.
Oh, wow.
And this is just an example of how you can do it. This is Mysterio, the common one. Create price alert. Say, okay, I want to know when it hits
$1.
25 gems.
Can you do
price
0?
alert.
Can you do 0?
Probably. But now you can see it in the bottom left there, 25. And all you got to do is click the X, and that gets rid of it. And this bell notification is where it will tell you if you hit your price alert. So really cool stuff coming from Only the Clown. We mentioned this a lot earlier, that we believe there are many big plans, community-related plans from ecomi Wiki. So stay tuned to his page. Make sure you're following Only the Clown.
Yep.
This was cool. Now, I don't know if you saw this, Rob.
No.
This is Crypto Cookie. So the creator of the Naming a Star in the Universe. There he is.
Oh, yeah, there he is.
In the flesh.
Nice.
Giving out some pop figures to David Yu, and it's a pop figure of David Yu.
Oh, my God. Yo, Crypto Cookie's the man. He's the man. We got to shout him out later. We got to make sure he sees this video. Yeah. But wow, look at him. There he is.
So then him and his fiance, they gave it to David Yu himself, and it looks like David Yu is fanboying hard over this. And we know that Crypto Cookie has great ideas, and this is another one of those proving that the Veve fam is the best. Look at this. Here's a quick one of he made one for David and one for themselves, and they had David sign the other one. So
this is just genius. A superstar thing to do. Just a superstar
genius. Look at this. This is amazing. Glow in the dark utility. David Yu #1.
Beautiful.
So I knew that David would love that, like just based off his personality. So that's great.
For sure.
Now, yesterday we talked a little bit about it, and it seems like Veve talked about it on stage. There will be a Miles Morales collectible coming out.
By the way, we had a comment because in the last video we weren't sure why it was coming out. Now I think it's because it's Hispanic month.
Oh,
so that's the reason why that this came out.
Awesome. Now. So it did come out last year on the 12th of October, which was a Tuesday. Now people are saying, will it come out 1 year later on the Wednesday? It doesn't look like it. I think we would have heard something on it by now.
Yeah.
Usually the Monday or 2 days before they give you that Medium article,
right?
Or at least the tweet, and then the Medium article will come out the next day. And we haven't gotten any official tweet yet, so I'm thinking it might be a little bit later, maybe next weekend.
Well, they're saying October 15th is the beginning of the celebratory month, but I don't know for sure. We had a comment yesterday mentioning that. So
cool. Omi Daily Burn keeps bringing the heat, and I know that he has some big plans in store for you guys.
I love the star. I love the star in this.
Well, it's obvious that he's going to use that, but the first minted AF-15 was an uncommon. If you care about that, he's been tracking the metadata. Like he has been in love with the metadata coming out and just building and building his database, whatever.
We need a video on whether or not that's going to matter.
Yeah, I think so. I think we got to do something a little bit more detailed. But I want to see when the experts and all these people who track metadata, Veve Fox, all of them, once they start to incorporate it into their daily updates on their websites, or whenever they incorporate it with ecomi Wiki, whenever that stuff starts to happen, the first minted, once it becomes public knowledge, easy place you go, you click it, it says this is the first minted.
A database, yeah.
I think Omi Daily Burn might have something in the works there. So
this is a perfect example of where the community can generate value. So if Omi Daily Burn, we already know he has things in the works, and he's gonna let's say he builds a database. I don't know if he's gonna build a database. We know right now for sure he has an idea. Peeling through the information, he knows what was the first of this, first of that. If you build a database, and that database becomes adopted, very similar to Veve Rank website, very similar to Comics and Crypto. If that database becomes widespread and adopted, now you've generated value because a lot of people are looking at the database. They say, I want the one that came out first. I think there are going to be some people that will pay a premium for the ones that come first, but I just don't know if long-term it's going to matter. I think people ultimately will value it a little bit more, but I don't think they're going to value it, significantly more. But I don't know for sure. It is possible that if it really picks up popularity and people start, seeing prices, 3 or 4 times the floor, then when they start seeing that, they'll FOMO in and be like, no, I want those too. So we'll see how things go.
I don't know either. Like I'm thinking about even just like trading cards, like rookie cards. If there's more than one rookie card printed, does the first one that was ever printed matter? I don't think it does. I don't know if it's even possible to track that.
I don't think it is, but it is now.
Now you can track it. So maybe that's what I mean. It's a new thing. Who knows? Who knows how it's going to play out? We're just as curious as you guys. Now, this is a big topic. We put out videos the last couple of days talking about the reroll, talking about mega blind boxes, giving ideas to make excitement come back to the drop, how to bring excitement back to Veve. And we keep getting amazing comments from you guys that we have to keep making videos about. I mean, you guys are just crushing it.
One thing I want to note before we go to that amazing comment, a lot of negative feedback on the mega blind box. A lot of people didn't like it. They're worried about dilution. They think that the dilution is not worth, maybe making some money on Veve side. So I just want to put that out there.
I think that we were on the same page there as well. We just wanted to put out the idea because it's kind of cool, but maybe there are ways to implement it that don't cause dilution and different.
Burn, baby. Burn.
Exactly. I still am a really big proponent of that reroll idea. I think that's fantastic. It doesn't dilute the market and it gives some excitement back to the drop. And we're going to see a little bit of that in this little piece here that already exists on another project. So shout out to Quick Tubes, who commented twice actually yesterday and said, take a look at NFL All Day. We are burning moments to gain access to new blind box in hopes of getting better moments than the ones we have burned. A similar mechanic will come to Veve. So that's pretty much the reroll that they're talking about.
Yeah.
You burn it, and then you have a chance in another blind box. And then NFL All Day just introduced crafting. Take 1 common and 2 rares to craft a new moment. New rarity depends on how many people complete the challenge. So
amazing.
That's amazing. I like that the new rarity depends on how many people complete the challenge. And we've also heard Dan and Dave hint at something like this, where you turn in X amount of commons or X amount of uncommons, and you can get an ultra secret, super rare, or whatever they're calling it.
It's truly endless. Like just another idea, like back to the mega blind box, you can even make it a tiered burning system where if you burn, these collectibles, it's like tier 1, and then if you roll the mega blind box, you get a set of similar collectibles. If you burn maybe 3 commons, maybe that gets you enough like general points to get you into like a tier 2 collectible. That's your trading up. So it's the same idea as this about merging them together. It makes it fun.
Just talking about it makes it fun. I mean,
can you imagine burning a common, uncommon, rare, but then it gets you an opportunity in ultra rare, something like that?
Yeah. So let's look at NFL All Day because they have some things already implemented on their website.
We learn.
Very clear.
We learn from others.
We learn from other projects. We don't really need to bash them. Like we talked about Quid in the past. Now we're talking about NFL All Day. We don't have any NFL All Day. We don't have any Quid still to this day. But fans burn moments for credits or prizes. So this one here is something we haven't really talked about. This is the first type of moment burning that they have.
Yeah.
And the way this works is fans who pull all common moments will be the first fans ever to try out our moment burning feature on NFL All Day.
Okay.
If you pull 3 common moments, so I guess you get 3 in a pack, you'll have the chance to burn them in exchange for Dapper credit.
Okay.
You can then go buy moments from the NFL All Day Marketplace. So this is saying if you land a common or 3 commons in your blind box, because they get multiples in their blind box, which is something I've always thought about for Veve. Like, why don't they do something where you can land more than 1? You buy a box, you get 3 or something like that. But anyways, another video.
Remember, we did a video like that about
maybe for cards.
They might introduce packs, maybe for cards. You buy a pack and then you see what you get. Very similar that we see as well with HRO, but now with collectibles.
I think that would be cool if you can get like a pack of collectibles. Like even when there was Crazy Bones back in the day. I don't know if you're old enough for that.
No, but, I was. I had a box of them.
You'd open a package and there would be like 3 Crazy Bones inside the package, and you get different varieties. So
I wanted the
Pogs.
The Eggy. Remember the Eggy?
Yeah.
I had a
So-
nice little purple one after many packs.
So it's fun stuff like that. I mean, but here they're getting they say you open something, you get the common, you can say screw that, burn it, give me back a percentage of what I bought for. It might I don't know. It makes the common amount less. So I don't know how it's going to affect the secondary market, but it's just adding that extra layer that makes it more entertaining.
It's so sick to have this. And just before you move on, this reminds me a lot of like it's basically similar to the MCP program, right?
Yeah.
Where they're talking about you have an opportunity to burn for the future. Right away, my mind on VV, based on what they've said, it brings me to the MCP program. Maybe it will not be used to re-roll necessarily in dollar amounts. I never really thought MCP would ever equate to some kind of dollars, but it's the same concept that it could give you access. Those points can then be reused in the future for access to another drop, maybe something like that.
So we do know that MCP is coming. We also know that MCP is to reward holders. The big deterrent here, and a lot of criticism comes on VV when they talk about, well, if you reward holders, how are you bringing in new people? Because they're going to be like, well, I haven't been here, so all these people have an advantage over me. Yeah. I think that something like this, or what we're going to talk about and what we've been talking about all week, are things that new users aren't at a disadvantage, because you can say, listen, you pull the comment, you don't like it, here's back $10, go spend in the market, or something like that, 10 credit, 10 gems, something like that. Go buy something in the secondary, perhaps, if you burn it. So like incentive to burn, and doesn't have to be related to MCP. Next one, fans burn old moments to unlock new ones. So this one was cool as well. Burning moments will be a requirement for some challenges in the future. To earn a prize, you will need to part with moments you used to complete the challenge. We expect our moment burning challenge on NFL All Day to come later this offseason. We'll be exploring other ways to incorporate burning into the release of new moments. So this is something that they've just recently completed today. Today was an example of one that they did.
Yeah.
Crafting challenge. So this is basically crafting.
Yeah.
And I think this is a fantastic idea that
VV
should implement.
I love it.
They kind of have. So the way that this worked was you had to have one common CD Lamb moment, one rare CD Lamb moment, and one rare moment of a team with the Dallas Cowboys. So obviously there's multiple CD Lamb moments and there's multiple Dallas Cowboys moments. You just had to have a couple of them. You had to fulfill it. Look, you had these boxes to fill in, and they'll give you a check
meet
mark.
the requirements. Meet the requirements.
So what we were thinking, now we've had the requirements for airdrops. We've seen this in the past, so we know it's possible with VV.
Yeah.
But it was always related to like one IP or one set. Complete this set, and then you'll get, we see it with James Bond. Complete all 7 posters, you're going to get the 8th one.
Right. It's all intra within the same IP.
So what we've talked about is maybe adding ongoing utility to collectibles across variety of IP. So what if VV were to come out with something like this? They have it on their web app or whatever, and they say, look, this is the challenge. Make sure you're holding one golden moment. Make sure you're holding one James Bond poster. Make sure you're holding one Batman. And if you're holding that, then you're going to get an airdrop of this, or you're going to get access to this drop. Like, so there's going to be challenges where you have to hold certain IP, and you won't ever know which IP you're going to need. And it just makes you think, like, do I really want to sell this? Because maybe I'm going to be able to use this in the future for one of these types of crafting challenges.
We talk about gamification, right? You know, VV was saying MCP program in and of itself is going to be a form of gamification. So is this. It's a challenge. It's a challenge within the VV environment to say, you know, go and get, you know, you need a Fastos at least. If it's not going to be a Fastos, then it's going to have to be some kind of
Marvel Mighty. Yeah.
Any Marvel Mighty. Go find, you know, a Dino. Go find whatever. They can make it whatever they want. And it encourages this burning environment that when we first did the video on it a long time ago, at least 2 months ago now, we did a whole video on why you would want to burn. Yeah. And we had some hateful comments in that. Like, you know, VV, why would they do that? They're supposed to be a collector's app. Yeah. Why are we burning things? We're supposed to collect them. But the reality is this is how the NFT space works. And it's just another form of gamification that I think would improve user engagement with the app and create that interest. It's just another form of an airdrop. Yeah. VV can give airdrops to people to make them want to hold, right? But at the same time, you could reward holders by encouraging people to burn. If you truly are a collector, you're going to hold on to that Fastos or that golden moment no matter what. Let the people who want to complete the challenge go burn that collectible for you so you can continue to hold, and yours is worth more now.
Exactly. So, that's a great way of putting it.
It's a great way of putting it. That's why burning is actually great for collectors, because the more that get burned, the more scarce your thing is that you're collecting. So welcome burning. Don't fight it. Welcome it. The more burning, the better it is for everyone.
And think about it like this, okay? We see airdrops. You collect all the dinos, and once that airdrop hits, what happens to all the dinos that you just collected? They all tank. They all tank. So if you're collecting them to burn them to get access to this new item, you don't have to worry about the price of those things that you collected because now they're gone.
They can even do a burn event. For example, we all know of the failed beta that was not animated. Remember the ultra rare?
And that's animated. It's just not. It has no sound.
It's just a failed drop. I suppose if you wanted to ever fix it, you can add it, but maybe you can consider burning it. If you burn it, you get access to the animated one. So it's just a simple burn and get. There's no monetary value, so they can get rid of the old ones in the environment to make the animated one worth more. I don't know. These are just random ideas of where you can gamify burning and actually do this. What's it called? What's the term that they used? Crafting?
Yeah, crafting. Burn old moments to unlock new ones.
Yeah, I love the idea. I think Veve's going to bring it in soon.
I think that this here is where you hit the jackpot with holding as well. Because say you have a bunch of... Say you stacked. Say you have 2 Thor Marvel Mighties, you have 2 Loki Marvel Mighties, you have 2 Captain America Marvel Mighties, and say that the requirements are hold 3 Marvel Mighties of any type. Now your stack is like, you know what? I have 2 of each. I've been collecting. Now you just get rid of 3, and you get this new one that comes in. You still have your other ones that you held. This is going to make people want to hold and collect and hoard, which is going to make things go up in value in the marketplace, and you're going to be lowering the supply.
This, guys like Superstar Crypto Pro are going to be loving this because they have stacks of like random collectibles, which are probably going to be the ones targeted for this kind of crafting environment, which will cause a buying event, right? Like people are going to go buy the ones that they need. Crypto Pro is going to be there flipping away.
I think the best way for them to do it is to do it across, not stick to IP if possible, and just go across the entire platform, because then that means nothing is safe. Like if you get rid of this, it might be required for the next challenge, and then you're gonna be like, do I really want to sell my poster? If I like, you know what I mean? It's gonna make people second guess their selling, lowering those listings that are out there.
Yeah,
should do well for your items.
Burn your partner statue. Burn your partner statue for a weekend at Disney.
Oh, even that. Now you're talking about burning for utility. That's not on this list. The third one is we burn moments, and we know that this is happening. Vivi's talked about this. This is where when they don't put out the right mint set, or there's too many of something and it doesn't have the, I guess, the draw that they expected. I think the Romulans is a great idea, a great example of something where maybe the mint size is a little bit too large or the price tag was a little bit too high. So occasionally we will burn already minted moments rather than release them.
Same thing. Veve already said they're going to do this.
Yeah, so those are the 3 types of burns that they already have on NFL All Day. Again, proof of concept because it's an existing platform. These are things that they've figured out. NFL All Day, I believe, is doing pretty well in terms of their secondary market compared to how things were happening before. So they've obviously implemented some things to help with that. And these challenges are fun, man. So if they do something like this, I think you're right on point. So shout out again to Quick Tubes, Superstar Quick Tubes for the shout out, because I would have never heard of this. I'm not looking on other projects a lot of the time.
No, I mean, I would love to know how that marketplace is functioning, because we'll save it for another video. Not all marketplaces run as smoothly and as efficiently as the Veve market. As much say what you want about their market, it runs fairly smooth. Yeah. So NFL All Day, guys, we can learn from other projects. It's possible because other projects do it. It's been successful, meaning it could be successful on Veve. Would you personally be more engaged in the app if they had these challenges? If they said this weekly challenge, you do this, you get this. Would you be more engaged in the app? Would you open the app more? Would you be purchasing more stuff, buying more things? Are you scared to burn collectibles? Are you willing to burn collectibles for an airdrop? Are you willing to burn collectibles for any other reason as well? Let us know below your thoughts on today's video. We'd love to hear from you. And don't forget, if you haven't already, smash the subscribe button, join the Superstar fam, and smash the bell notification button so that you know every single time we're going to come at you with new ideas, lives, or who knows, maybe special appearances on the channel. Also, if you haven't already, become a Superstar VIP. Get the cool star beside your name. Get our spreadsheets. get advertisements, get merch, first dibs on merch, get a star in the names, a sky named after you. We want to bring as much utility as possible to the VIP membership as we can. Thank you all so much for your support. We'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.
Love you. Bye.